Right. Hello, everyone, again. Okay, let me take you through my little backyard. You see, when you have a little backyard in the United Kingdom, it is already an opportunity for you to make your own little garden. You cannot be complaining of hunger when you have space that is not conceivable from an African perspective. So I decided to take my younger sister into, you know, how you can save and then try to create something. Now, it is a fun playground for the children too. So we are playing with a tight space. So what I decided to do was to create bags like this where we can plant. But before planting, you know, you need branches, you need ground, you need compost, and all the rest. And in your little space, you have to create all that because we don't really have everywhere to go to or a bush to go and find everything. So what I did first was just try to get some grass off the ground. Remember, ground is what plants, or ground is what germinates. So did that all around, okay, and then rather than discarding the grass, I just packed it all up so that later on I can get the ground from the grass, which I am doing today. Okay, so after leaving it for a while, you see, you return the ground, but then you have a dying grass that will become compost, so you have the combination of compost and grass, now that will fit the soil, okay, on in which you will put your seeds. So clearly you are preparing your compost, okay, extra ground, and then here you already have a pre-soil, okay, from the same materials, okay, it's still the same ground, okay, but you see you have a pre-soil that is good enough to germinate your plant because it is still coming from the same land where everything is growing from, okay. We still have freshness around, depicting the potency of the soil. So, take it as a challenge, you too, make your back garden somewhere where your kids can have fun. You can keep your clothes, you can have your, I don't know, bouncy castle or trampoline, and then you can still have little spots where you have little food that will help you with the high rising of cost today. So, hey, take it a challenge and come on, go beat some ground around. Okay, you to be useful to self, and hey, put a smile on someone's face today. That's all I can say. Today, I'll put a smile on the kids' face. They will have somewhere where they can exercise with the little knowledge of planting they are getting from their schools. It is a win-win situation for everyone. The happy family gets happier. We too, we get to learn one or two tricks on how to make our own families happy. In terms of human biology, the contact between your hands and earth, or this little practice like this is actually revitalizing your entire cellular network. That is how we function. From earth we were made. To earth we are supposed to return. Well, we return when we have no more earth in us. Just constant contact like this. Play with it, you know. This is quite a lump. See, that's how you simply prepare it. And then after that you put ground, then you can plant your seed. Kind of how to make a garden bed, you know, from whatever you have. Now is the time for you to know what you put in your body. Plant your own food. It will cut your cost of living effectively. Learn how to do little things around you. It is not all about work, work, work. Work has failed all of us. Work has failed all of us. We have been to work and we didn't get anything except orders from bosses here and there. You know. Think about you in a nutshell. The world is too big. Focus on you. Just you. What can you make out of where you are and what you have? You know? This is called life. No one is ahead, no one is behind. Just you and yourself. You know? That's you creating your own compost, simply. Life doesn't come as a miracle. It just comes as a little know-how. That's about one done. If we can have about 5 of them, that would be a great start. If it is struggling to come out, don't worry. Just a bit of downs. Remember, it's earth that has been there. So you don't need to fight with it. You just give it some weight. It's a little fun exercise, isn't it? Let's see what we've got. Oh, okay. Not a tough one anymore, innit? Yeah. Make it a little play with the children. You know, they'll love it. Fighting with their own grass, you know. Also remember, it is important for children to challenge themselves because they grow. At every stage, every breath they grow, their perception is enhanced by every new thing they see. So allow them to challenge themselves. That is why the school systems are there to push them. Literally, not one against each other, but to check their own progression. You see. Education is designed to check your progression, you know, to simplify your aspirations. Go for what you love doing. Don't follow the crowd. It was never meant as a crowd puller. It was more of a gentle guideline into how to embrace life as a man or as a woman, you know. Still living, still living. Gardening tips are everywhere on social media where you mostly frequent. Take the time to go there. You will see lots of tips. One fruit you buy can get you actually what? 5 trees just from one fruit. Okay. But we are busy because this is the process that nobody likes, you know. Nobody really enjoys farming. It takes too long, okay, and you don't get the reward just now, just like you go to work and then you get your wages after a week. Oh, what an incentive, you know. You do almost nothing and then you get paid weekly. You're like, well, trust me, that's a better perspective than farming. Because farming, you will linger there for months. So, to make you not die of hunger, we diversify the food. You eat certain food at certain periods. Okay. While other fruits are growing, you have something to keep you waiting. You see, in an African society, we didn't have work. Our job was to keep ourselves alive. With everything around, to be honest. Just be happy. But that's the best time we would choose to go look for friends, you know. Because we had other expectations. At our early stages, we are still finding ourselves on the same spot. Make yourself happy. And here we are, you know. recreating that happiness to our younger ones so that they too can enjoy the virtues we enjoy while we too were children. Life in itself is the simplest thing you can do or you can be. Just be alive. You will never lack a task. That's a fact. And now simply, the earth will return to the ground. Nothing lost, nothing wasted. There you go, even better. See? There you have. Simple as. That's just from the grass picked along, the fence. You see. Beat all this ground and everything becomes even, and then you can use this as, you know, compost. Just put underneath a bag like this one. That's it. Ramp it down. Okay, this one is still a bit thick with ground, but yeah. And then after that you put some ground, then you can plant your seeds. You already have an area. Try to keep the seeds first inside, indoors, okay, so that, well, the heat, okay, generated from the inside of the house can allow them to come out. Then bring them out for a couple of days. Once you see the leaves start changing color, take them back in. Okay, it means, okay, this weather is too scary. So they'll go back, gather back some more heat, and then now when the sun is bright out, you can bring them, so then, you know, the sun can be transmitting its photosynthesis through them. I hope you enjoy this early morning pre-gardening class. I wish you a sumptuous day. I am enjoying mine.